was born and raised in Pennsylvania until the age of 17. If I'm speaking to people and they ask where I'm from, I never really say the area because nobody knows the area. So I say that I'm from Philly, or I say I'm from outside of Philly. But I'm very cautious and careful about saying that I'm from Philly because I don't want a Philadelphian to hear me say that, because Philly people are very protective of their city, okay? They hold that badge, that honor proud, and like, I get it. There are definitely some key differences, I believe, when you grow up in a particular city and then you grow up in the outskirts. I grew up on the outskirts, okay? If anybody has heard of Delco, Delaware County, yeah, that's where I grew up for the most part. I wasn't born in Delco, but that's where I spent a majority of my time growing up. Recently, I went to Philly, like I actually went to the city of Philadelphia. I don't know, there's something about that city life. I have longed to live in a city. When I was younger, especially in college, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna move to New York City, I'm gonna move to New York, I'm gonna live in the city. But the older that I get, the more that I don't think I wanna live in a big city. I can live on the outskirts of a city. I can live in a quiet, alternative city. I know, what does that mean? I would love to live in an area that it's walkable. I love a walkable city, restaurants, things to do. Like, I want that to be a proximity, but I don't have to live in the heart of it. Ain't no love in the heart of the city. But yeah, I was spending time with my mom and my aunt, and we were just exploring. We were exploring South Street, to be in particular. I have a lot of family that lives in Philly, and some of my favorite memories were the time that I spent with them there. Like, I remember once upon a time, I went to Arabic school, and one of my favorite moments was lunchtime. It's so bad. I look forward to lunchtime because I would get with my cousin and our friends, and we would walk over to the corner store, the Poppy store, whatever you want to call it, okay? I guess, would a New Yorker call it a bodega? I don't know. Clearly, I'm not a city girl. I'm a suburban girl, okay? And we would get a hoagie. Every Saturday for lunch, we would get hoagies. Sometimes we would go to the Chinese store. I remember there was a time where we would get Chinese, and I would in particular get the jumbo shrimp. Like, I don't think shrimp is that big. Like, I don't understand how jumbo shrimp is worked. Like, are they putting multiple shrimps together and making it into this one giant thing that's fried? Like, I swear to you, the shrimp was like this big. I love the jumbo shrimp with the fried rice. That was my favorite. If the weather was nice, we would have water ice. Like, I don't know, I just have fond memories of that. Even when I would stay at one of my cousin's house a lot, I would visit them a lot, and we would get water ice. Like, I just have so many fond memories. We used to have a lot of family reunions. Yeah, I did a lot of cool stuff. I went to Dorney Park a lot. That was my jam, okay? Dorney Park. I had went to Sesame Place. Oh my God, I went to Sesame Place, but I was like 14. I went to Sesame Place because my younger cousin, I don't know, how old was she? Like 5 or something? And we went. I was way too big to get on a majority of the things. That was also the time when I almost drowned in the, what is it called? The lazy river. And when you're on the lazy river, there's like parts where there's a waterfall, and it can be very intimidating, especially if you don't know how to swim, or you're young, or you're just scared of water. And I'll never forget, she was so scared, and she jumped onto me and my floaty. And the way we both flipped and fell into the water. Now, granted, the water, it probably wasn't more than 3 feet tall, okay? It wasn't even that deep. But in the moment, like, it was so scary, and I thought that this was it. I thought this was it. I'm done. I'm done for. I have drowned at Sesame Place. I even got the privilege of going to Disney World with one of my cousins. Like, that was so cool. Yeah, I did a lot of things growing up with my family. I spent so much time with family. I spent a lot of my time singing and dancing. In our apartment, we used to have this really long rug, and it gave runway, it gave stage, so the rug was my stage. I would be walking up and down that carpet, dancing, singing, performing. So with my sisters, like, we spent so much time singing, dancing. We spent a lot of time on the family computer.
Take me on a journey, I've been thinking lately, after you, so let's come along with you.
I remember when we first discovered YouTube. One of my cousins actually put us onto YouTube, and we had watched Peanut Butter Jelly Time, the Peanut Butter Jelly Time song. Yes, we watched the video. I think there was like a banana in the Would that make sense if it was a banana? Anyway, the computer in general was such a big deal. We would paint, like the Windows paint. We would be on there every single day, drawing Toontown, Millsberry, Barbie.com. Then of course, as I matured, I was on Facebook. So yeah, we spent a lot of time on the computer, which is probably why me and my siblings, particularly my middle sister, are really great at video editing. I don't know, we're just natural born vloggers because we spent so much time watching and engaging in YouTube and just the computer in general. We moved away from Pennsylvania, and right before I got to college, my mom bought me a laptop, and we spent so much time making videos. We used that webcam down, okay? And I'm so grateful that I have those memories. Like, I'm able to look back on that because it's very nice to have pictures and videos that are reflective of the times, reflective of different moments in your life. Whenever I'm with my people, they know I'm gonna have my film camera. I'm gonna take some pictures. I just love capturing memories, and I intend on continuing to do that with my own family. Shout out to cameras and video cameras. Like, it's a true blessing. Cameras are really a true blessing. I don't know who invented it. Who invented the camera? Shout out to Joseph. Oh, it's a Frenchman. I don't know how to say his name, but he's a Frenchman who is credited with inventing the first camera in 1816. In 1826, he used his camera to take the first photograph, a blurry view of his home in La Grasse, France. The image took at least 8 hours to create. That is crazy. We had a man named Louis who did an improvement of Joseph's camera, which is so cool. And then in 1888, we have a George Eastman who created the Kodak camera, which was the first camera to be mass produced. And then we have an Edwin Land. In 1948, Land invented the Polaroid instant camera. And you know what? The list goes on. And then we have, okay, I see something else. Someone named Ibn in the 11th century invented the camera obscura, which was the earliest known camera obscura. What is a camera obscura, you ask? A camera obscura is the natural phenomenon in which the rays of light passing through a small hole into a dark space form an image where they strike a surface, resulting in an inverted upside down and reverse left to right projection view. Now, I don't know what the heck that means, but that is cool. This is what I'm talking about when I say people are cool. Like, it just amazes me that people thought about things and then they created them. Like, they just came up with them. Like, I am using an updated version of Joseph's invention. And also shout out to my dad. My dad is someone who inspired me to take a lot of pictures. He did a lot of that in my childhood, and I'm so grateful for that. And then also to add to that, I also am West African. I'm Sierra Leonean. And so a lot of my upbringing was based on my culture. Every single day I ate rice. Every single day I ate rice, whether it was cassava leaf, spinach, peanut butter soup. That was a staple in my life. The music, like, I was talking to my cousin recently. We were saying, like, does the new generation have like the staples? Like, what are the staple African hits that you hear at a party, if you hear at an outing? I think maybe Iskaba is one of those. Like, that was a really big song. But does the new African generation, do y'all have staple hits like these? Hey. Oh. Hey. Oh. Those are some of the iconic hits. Like, as soon as you hear it, you know, like, those are the songs that I grew up listening to when I would go to parties. Like, I just don't know if in this moment in time there are iconic hits like that anymore. You know, with time, things develop and they change. My ear is an older ear, so my ear may interpret the newer hits as not being iconic because I'm just older, so I'm biased. Yeah, so that's a little bit about me and my upbringing. I was born and raised in Pennsylvania. I'm from Philly, sort of, kind of. Not really, no, I'm not from Philly. I'm from outside of Philly, okay, the outskirts. And I'm also Sierra Leonean, I'm West African. My childhood has taught me the importance of family. Family is everything to me. I am a family girl down. When they say family oriented, you can see my name next to that because I am all about family. Even my cousins. My cousins are my friends. I'm blessed and lucky enough to have them as my blood. Like, they're literally, we're first cousins, but those are my besties. Those are my girls, and I have found friendship in them. My cheetah girls, cheetah sisters, and even my sisters, my siblings. Like, I am very grateful, and you know what? Shout out to my parents, even to my cousins that I may not see often, and they're far away. Some of them are actually out of the country, but I love and appreciate them, and I wish I could see them more often. But when I do see them, it's always a good time. Yeah, family is everything to me. Is there a song about? Oh, we are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. I got all my sisters with me. I sang this song in the wrong order. Speaking about sisters, oh my God, once upon a time, I went to Mexico with a few of my cousins, and we got sucked into a timeshare, okay? We were in a timeshare presentation, not knowing it was a timeshare presentation until we got to the timeshare presentation. And don't listen to these hotels and resorts when they say they got a free gift. Don't even, just say I'm good, because the free gifts come with a price. Your time and your sanity. We went to this presentation, and this man said that we look like the Pointer Sisters. We indeed do not look like the Pointer Sisters. And you know what it was giving? It was giving microaggression. Like, what do you mean the Pointer Sisters? So all in all, we have a group chat called the Pointer Sisters because it was just so, like, what a chaotic moment. But definitely one that goes down in the books. But thank you so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. Please be sure to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.